What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Famous Chili Podcast for episode 31. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe at Famous Chili Pod. Guys, what's been going on with you guys this week?
Bro, I have some honestly so stupid stories from this week and a few weeks ago. So we had our career fair, right? And I'm at Georgia Tech. We have our CS career fair at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which first of all is actually sick. Like just being able to stand on the field. I'm like, damn, I'm standing where Bijan Robinson just scored his first touchdown last week, man. And bro, we were in the line, right? We're walking in, and I'm sorry, man. As a CS major, they tell us a lot about how nerdy we are, and I always agree with it because I am a CS nerd, but at the same time, what I saw that day, I've never seen before, man. These people, they're sitting at the gates ready to rush out the tunnel where the football players exit into the career fair, and we're at the front of the line, pretty close to the front, and the security guards, we just hear them yelling, "Stop running!" Because there are some people sprinting out of the tunnel, running onto the turf, running to the career fair booths. I'm just thinking, if you're a recruiter, imagine you're working at Google as the recruiter for the booth. You're standing there, no one's there yet, and you just see a little short Indian kid running to you to be the first person to shove their resume in your face. I'm sorry, you CS nerds need to chill it out, man. Coming from a CS nerd himself, you gotta calm it down. Because now think about it, there are now two types of people who've run through the opening tunnel at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Football players, professional football players, and CS nerds. That is the two people who have run through the tunnel at Mercedes-Benz.
And they're opposite sides of the spectrum.
Oh, did we lose?
Hello?
I think we lost Prem.
Nish, what were you saying?
I was gonna say.
No,
Prem,
but regardless, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
now you're here. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yo, guys, we just want to take a little break from today's video to thank our sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is here to help you buy tickets in the easiest way possible. And all you have to do is just download the SeatGeek app, and SeatGeek will help you find affordable tickets to all your favorite events. Maybe you want to go see Lil TJ perform live, or you want to go see Nishk Patel on his Fast and Loose comedy tour. SeatGeek has got you covered. And it's so simple. All you have to do is just download the SeatGeek app and start searching. SeatGeek will filter through hundreds of different tickets to help you find the best deals. And remember, green means good and red means bad. And on top of that, SeatGeek will also let you see the view of your seats before you even purchase them, so you know exactly what you're getting. So if you're interested in getting the best deals on tickets to your favorite events, download the SeatGeek app from the link in our description and use our code FAMOUSCHILI for $20 off your first purchase. Thanks, SeatGeek, and let's get back to the video.
I was here the whole time.
Wait, so that's crazy. So your career fair was inside the actual stadium. It's like on the field?
Yeah, it's actually really sick. It's a cool experience to sit there. It feels so much smaller when it's like full of all the booths, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm sure everything's closed off.
Yeah, we had our career fair too last week. Dude, it's just like a mess. Like everyone is in line, and the thing is, like, half these career fairs, unless you're at a small company and you don't have a lot of people that are talking to the recruiters there's no shot that your resume is actually going to get properly looked at. They're going to feed it through like a fax, a copy machine, and just like put these into like some system, and then your resume is going to get ATS anyways. Like all resumes at big companies are going through ATS first before anything happens. You know, like that's the thing, and everyone's rushing to like hand their resume into JP Morgan, and I'm like, none of these JP Morgan recruiters are going to look at your resumes, because right behind that recruiter, if you look behind him, there's a stack of like 70,000 resumes piled up this high of just everyone handing him a resume. I'm like, he's not. You ask him a question, you talk to him for 5 minutes. One, they're not going to remember you. Two, they have so many resumes, they're not even going to look at yours. Like all of this like rush and all this thing to like, I get it if it's a small company or like a startup, because then, just less people are probably going up to them. You're getting more time to talk to them. So you might have a chance there. But otherwise, and if they don't have like an on-site location or anything like that, your resume is getting looked at through a fucking computer, bro.
No,
well,
I agree.
That's why like when I go to career fairs,
it's so dumb.
Yeah, when I go to career fairs, like I go for the purpose of just getting free shit. Whether that's water bottles, umbrellas, t-shirts.
No, he's right.
No, like me and my friends, we literally like snipe. We're like, okay, like is this place has like, it was, yeah, exactly. Like it was raining hella. Like this one day we had a career fair, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get an umbrella. I got an umbrella, like went outside and it was sunny. But like I still have that umbrella now. I have like 2 more shirts now. I have water bottles.
Oh my
like
god.
Like Insight Partners is one like big firm. Like they give
you
like
talk
free
about shirts.
They give like free bottles and stuff. And like it's such nice, and it's
We
like
can't
good
see it.
quality too, right? And like I'll give you another like funny career fair story. Yeah, exactly. Like that's super cool. Like me personally, like I went to this, like it was a small local trading firm, and like I'm not doing trading at all, but I'm like, okay, they have a cool shirt, like let me go and get it. The guy finds out the guy finds out I'm a
Oh
sophomore.
my god.
The guy, yeah, DRW. It was DRW.
DRW.
The guy finds out I'm a sophomore.
Wait, did you call DRW a small firm?
Small trade.
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
small
No,
trading
he said
firm.
he said it was small. Dude, the recruiter said it was small. He said it was small, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he
Undersell.
realized I was a sophomore, and he didn't want to give me a job, or like I had no stake in his like company or anything. And then like at the end of the conversation, I literally I'm like, oh, do you mind if I get a shirt? And he's like, yeah, sure. And they just gave me a shirt, and I just left. Like it was so funny, and like this happens like multiple times during career fairs.
No, I
Dude,
agree.
no.
Like basically, career fairs are false hope for people who are thinking that they're going to get something out of talking to any of the recruiters. You'll hand them their resume, they'll tell you a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and then they'll send it to the company to never be looked at. But at the end of the day, you end up walking out with so much free shit. It's a win-win, anyways, because you maybe get looked at by a company. The chances are like less than 1%.
Can I
But
tell you
get
guys
free
something?
shirts, free water bottles,
Last-
free everything.
At the end of last like weekend, or maybe the beginning of this week, I was talking to my roommates, and we're like, dude, I said I genuinely think I've gotten more free shirts in college than I have bought shirts in high school. And they were like, no way, that's not true.
bullshit.
You think it's BS, right? I counted it up. You can ask them.
Bro,
We
I had
literally
time to
counted it
count all
together.
that up, bro. That's crazy.
There was like 31, 32 free shirts. That's
What?
insane. Over a year. Over a year and like the
How?
beginning of the
What the hell?
semester.
I have like
Dude,
8
'cause
or
I just-
9, man.
So you're getting a new
I-
shirt for free every week, pretty much. You're
Yeah,
telling me that.
almost.
No, well, I mean, during the school
Barring 20
semester.
weeks.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
that's one
still,
a week
it's not
during the
even
school
like that.
semester.
Yeah, but like the first few weeks, I get like 10. Like, dude, this past week, I counted up, I had like 6 shirts from this week, or not this week, the week before. But like,
What?
it's crazy. Yeah,
What?
it's crazy. I get free
Wait.
shirts all the time. Do you want to know where they came
Have
from?
you guys
Alright,
all
one of-
had? All right, go.
One of them was from a conference that like our school held that we have it's called Reflections and Projections, the CS conference. Another one was from DRW because they had coffee chats with us and they gave us free shirts. A couple of them were from the career fair. One of them was from my like quant club. We had like old t-shirts that we don't use anymore, so I just had one of those. Like I get free t-shirts all the time. What are you saying, Hrishi?
That's
Hey,
crazy.
so have you guys all had career fairs up until now? Like
Yeah.
this
Have you
semester
not had yours
already?
yet?
We had too many people come to the career fair last year because people were waiting in line for 4 hours. So they made it
What?
virtual. They made it
No.
Yeah, we
virtual.
have both. Yeah, we have both.
Oh wow. So we
we
did
have both
virtual
also.
one-on-ones. We did virtual
think-
one-on-ones with companies.
Honestly, that might be better. I'm not gonna
Wrong.
lie.
Wrong. Each one-on-one lasted a matter of 15 seconds.
What?
Okay.
Oh, bro.
I was gonna say if it's 1-on-one,
15
it's kind of
seconds.
nicer because you get to only see them, they only see you in that time. But if it's 15
Dude,
seconds,
it was so stupid. They asked me 2 questions. I said, "Okay, have a nice day." And that was every single company I talked to. At the
Oh,
end
they
of the
asked
day,
you questions. Damn.
yeah, they asked me questions, but they're like, "What's your name? Where are you from?"
That was one of the
Obviously, I'm from the one. Where are you from? Obviously, I'm from Stevens. Like it's so obvious. This is a Stevens. I don't know. It's pretty.
And then they
stupid.
said
Last
bye?
year-
That reminds
then they
me.
said
that reminds me,
bye?
by the way.
No. They asked like 1 or 2 other questions after. But like,
I was gonna say
that would have
what's
been
your
crazy
name?
if they said bye.
That reminds me though. Me and my friends when we were in the line, it's like a massive line to get into the stadium, right? And they're waiting for everyone is there early, and so we were all thinking of like the worst things that you could tell a recruiter like during your talk to them to have like the worst experience. I think we should come up with like the worst possible thing that we each think would be the worst thing to say to the recruiter. So one thing we came up with was just flipping the classic resume screening questions on them. And you have to have them guess it for
Oh.
you. So you go to them and they're like, "Hey, what race am I?
That's so funny, bro.
Do I have a disability? Am I a protected veteran?"
Will you require work authorization?
Yes.
That's so funny.
No, I think
No,
the
but
worst thing
what,
that you can do.
yeah, what do you think the worst thing you could say to a recruiter is?
I think the worst thing you can do is just being like severely uptight and just like going up to them and being a douchebag and basically just being like, "This is my resume and this is why I'm the best fit for your company." Like you're supposed to be personable, but like most of the people
honestly-
in our major are like weird.
Honestly, I think the career fair does more for like the small businesses than it does for us. Like if they just
Oh,
get
yeah.
more exposure to like undergrads
Yeah,
at like
yeah,
these
yeah.
schools.
You know, it's
Rather than-
expensive to get into these career fairs.
Really?
Yeah, they have to pay to be there.
Yeah, they pay a lot of money. It's like thousands of dollars to get into, at least for us, like
Yeah.
to get into our career fair for the COC.
But it's a lot of
Same,
exposure.
Same.
Like a lot of exposure.
Like these small
I mean,
firms.
it's
that
a
I
lot
haven't
of
even
lucky
heard of.
exposure for like. Name some of them. It's gonna be DRW.
DRW.
Nah, bro. It was
Man,
like
all these
real
tiny
estate.
places.
It's gonna
This,
It was.
I don't
it
know.
was just
I
like
you heard of
it was this real
this
estate
googly,
firm.
googly. You know, like
Have you heard
What's
this
that?
small trading firm, Optiver, small trading firm, Jane Street?
Dude, they're
Yeah,
so
no.
tiny. I would never work for them, bro.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
why
you would
Citadel-
never work for them, Hrishi? We
Citadel?
got that on
you would
record,
never work
bro.
for Jane Street.
We got that on record.
Wait, I'm lying. Wait, I'm obvious. My fingers were crossed the whole time. Like, are you serious?
Oh,
Like, obviously, I was lying. Please,
Jane Street.
hire
I
me.
would take an offer any day, man. Rishi.
I feel like we've done this so many times during the podcast where we're like, we'll diss
Yeah.
a company and they'd be like, "Oh no, please hire me." Like,
Nah,
like
what are you
like
talking
if they're
about, man?
actually watching.
You never know, man. You never know.
No, my God,
Dude.
yeah. Career fairs are just a complete mess, and they're kind of.
And you know what's
useless
even more
at this
messy? Internship grinds, bruh. Internship grinds.
It's
are
a
just,
lot of work. It is a lot of work.
It's so much work. And the thing is, like, I'd be okay with internship grinds if I found out from every company I applied to, like, hey, we're gonna let you know by this date, and we're gonna reject you by this date, or accept you by this date, or like give you an
That'd
interview,
be
by
like
this
college
date.
acceptances.
And it's
Yeah.
like college acceptances, yeah. But no, I've applied
Oh.
I've applied to hundreds of companies and that like have never responded back to me, and I've applied to others
Oh,
that
yeah.
just like
Oh yeah.
they'll send me an OA, and 2 minutes later, like, oh, you're rejected, or like I'll apply, and then like I think I showed you guys, I had an email sent in at like 10:58 a.m. and then 10:58 a.m. I got another email that said, sorry, but unfortunately we can't have you for this position.
That's
There
No
is
way my
nothing
resume.
funny.
Wait,
No
can you
way my
repeat that? I
resume-
didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Wait,
What'd
say
you
it
say?
again. Say it again.
At 10:58 a.m. I don't remember the exact time, but at some time I got an email saying, thank you for applying to our company. The same exact timestamp was on the next email, and it said, sorry, thanks for applying, but unfortunately we don't have a position for you. Like, you know how they first
Bro, they're
sent
just
you an email
setting
and
us
say, oh, you
up for
applied.
failure.
That is
bro.
crazy. There is
Right?
nothing like waking up and seeing a rejection email. Wow, what is the best feeling you can get at any time?
Dude, I'm not.
I feel like-
I'm desensitized to that now. I don't even care.
I am too. Like
I
I
feel
applied to
nothing.
I applied to a company that I forgot I applied to in like July, and like 3 days ago, I got the
Just to
rejection
remind you
email.
that you didn't get in, bro.
3
That's
days ago, I
crazy.
got a rejection email from them. It was like, sorry, we couldn't take you. And I was like, wait, I didn't even remember applying to this place. Like, it was so random. And they sent it at 4 a.m.
They don't.
Like,
They
are
don't
you
remember
serious?
either, bro. They don't remember either. It's okay.
Rishi really said, "Well, you're ugly anyway."
Oh my God. Well, yeah.
It's been rough. It's been rough.
It's all right, man. I always have my true passion. I said it as a kid. I've said it when I was 12. I said it when I was 17, man. The garbage man route is always there for me whenever I want. Like, computer science don't work out. The garbage men make good money, bro. They
Or
actually make
police
pretty good money.
officers.
What?
Nah, I'm okay. They make
What?
nothing.
Did you
You
just
don't want to.
act like a police officer is like an easy job just to get?
It's an
What?
easy job to get. It's not an easy job to.
You gotta go to the police
What?
academy. And
Yeah, I
then
know. All you
get
gotta
into-
do is get pepper sprayed and tasered, and then you're chilling.
No.
Are you
Yeah, Prem,
serious?
you know,
Do you want to
Prem,
go do
They're
that?
literally
No, I'm just
Firefighters?
saying that's the hardest part of it.
Dude, if
firefighters,
Johnny
police
pulled me over,
officers.
This man right here
Dude,
puts
if
you
he
over.
pulled me over. Wow,
Dude, if
would
he-
I die of laughter? Would I die of laughter?
Dude, the thing is,
I couldn't
the
do
funniest thing is, Prem's been pulled over the most, and it's probably likely I can pull him over and be like, "Yo, you were texting and driving," and then a police will show up behind me and pull him
Oh
over
my
again.
god, this guy is so bad with texting. and
I am
driving.
not like that, bro.
Dude, we're about to
Bro, the funniest
incriminate
thing-
your ass
I
right
wake
now.
up today. He's talking to Aryan, Aryan's like learning to fly, right? He's taking his lessons, and he sends a picture from in the plane, and Prem's like, "Man, don't text and fly, bro. You are the last person to talk."
No, like sincerely, there's been times where like me and Ari have been in the car behind you, and like we are texting in the group chat, and you're also texting while driving, and then we'll text you to stop driving. Dude, okay, I'll tell you, I'll give it to like this. We had to remove him from the group chat for a certain amount of
Oh my
time so
God,
he would
yeah,
stop
that was-
texting while driving. Just so that
We're
he
just
would
looking out
stop
for you, man.
responding.
We're just looking out for you.
We're
Don't
looking
text
out
We're
and
for
not
drive.
looking out for
Don't
him.
text
We're
and
looking
drive.
out for the people on the road, realistically.
Bro, I would clearly
Drivers
said
of
no
Monroe.
texting- I clearly said no texting and flying as a joke to Aryan, and then all y'all started attacking me for some reason.
I mean, it makes sense why, bro. If anyone is texting and doing something, it's you.
Nah, bro, it's okay.
Oh my god! While we're on like driving and bad drivers and shit. When we were on the way to the
no one
career
said
fair-
bad drivers. we just talked about.
I mean,
texting.
is texting while driving a good driver? No, doesn't think so.
But that doesn't mean I'm a
Come
bad
on.
driver. I'm a pretty good driver.
I don't know. Well, which side of the road do you drive on, man?
The left.
If your answer
No, I'm
is
joking.
both of them, I think your answer is wrong.
That's not possible.
We can pull up the receipts. We have the receipts, Prem.
You know what? You know what? The one thing I do have to say about Prem's driving, I really appreciate it because this day people are very radicalized. They always want to like go so far one way. Prem always is in the middle.
I'm very objective. I'm very objective in how I drive.
He knows how to stay in the center.
Dude, all these countries are like, oh, drive on the left, drive on the right. Prem's like, no, do your own thing, drive in the center, bro.
It's about equality, man. It's all about equality.
saying. Don't be a
he doesn't want
follower.
to treat the
Don't be a
right side or
follower.
the left side.
I'm starting a
too
new
easily.
trend, guys. But Ari, what were you saying earlier?
Yeah. So on the way to the career fair, our Uber driver was so funny. So we
You
just
went to
drove
Uber to the
because it would be-
career fair?
just because it was quicker and because we split it with 4 people, it was like $3 each. We thought it'd be
Okay.
better because we didn't want to be there. Because if we got on the buses that were going there, we would have been so far back in line. It would have been horrible. Like we were so glad we Ubered. This guy was hilarious. This guy, when we're driving, there's a bunch of people scootering over on like those electric scooters.
Spins,
from
yeah.
they're
Oh
all
my
like
God.
scootering
I
over
hate
there.
those so much.
This guy got pissed off because they're in the middle of the road, driving like Prem, swerving in between all the lanes.
What?
And then,
Bro, I'm
no.
catching strays right now.
Bro, but this killed me. The guy just honked at him, started screaming at him. He's like, "Get out the fucking road! You are not a car!" And this guy's just like swerving up. First of all, taking up both lanes. You are a scooter. Drive on the fucking sidewalk. You're going max 10 miles an hour. You should not be in the road with the cars on a 40-mile-per-hour road. Like, get out the fucking way. Then one of the friends in the car is like, "Bro, clip their ass, man." Just
Bro, wait, you actually have no idea, bro. Like, if people were going through my Tesla clips, bro, I'd be criminalized by now, bro. Tesla's been clipping my ass since day one, bro. I'd actually be criminalized now. See ya, straight to jail. So. So it looks like nobody liked my criminalized joke.
Yeah, that shit was ass. Bro.
Shit.
You missed.
I'm feeling low.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
feeling like Prem right now.
Let's talk a little bit about
Like, why? Like, I don't understand what this is. Like,
Let's talk a little bit about Prem's haircut.
Wait, Prem didn't get a haircut.
I didn't get a haircut.
It's just Prem's hair. Prem's hair. Why is Prem wearing a hat?
Wow, you also missed. All right, this is getting cut.
It's most likely-
This is
no,
getting
don't cut. No, that's funny as fuck. Leave that in.
Wow.
All right, guys. Seamless transition. Netflix just announced Squid Games 2. Not really Squid Games 2, though, but Squid Games in real life. I don't know how this is going to work. They're not making it like the drama TV show like the first Squid Games was. Did you guys all watch Squid Games?
I have
No,
not.
sir.
I actually did not, but I know everything that happens.
How is that possible?
But-
Bro asked a question he didn't have the answer to.
Hey, man, that's what I'm asking you, man. No, but,
Everything from now on, what Ari says about Squid Games is incredible.
Good thing we're not talking about Squid Games, man. But so Squid Games 2 is coming out. They're making it like a reality TV show almost, right? So they're taking Squid Games but making it in real life. And everybody when this happened was like, this sounds
Bad.
familiar. This no, but everyone was like, this sounds pretty familiar. And it's because Mr. Beast literally did this when Squid Games first came out, right? So Squid Games took, what was it, like 2 years to come out with a sequel for a real live version of Squid Games, and Mr. Beast did it in a few weeks. Mr. Beast is one person and his team around him versus Netflix, the giant corporation which can afford to throw in hundreds of millions of dollars into this one show, and he did it arguably faster and probably better than Netflix would. So I don't know. I want to see what you guys kind of think about this. Do you think we're in a transitionary period where big corporations, streaming services, cable companies, all these big production companies are going to eventually be completely phased out and like sole creatorship is going to just take over? Because think about it. YouTube has unlimited content. They pay,
Yeah.
I don't know, Mr. Beast X amount of dollars to post any day he wants. Every day he could post if he wants to across all of his channels. But Netflix has to pay hundreds of millions of dollars to a company to put out one thing once a year.
That's actually
I think
funny.
that-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
God.
Oh, sorry. We all went for it, bro. Okay, what I was gonna say was
bad haircut.
Oh my god.
You know in Mario Kart when you like hold down the start to like get the boost,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like if you do it too late, you just don't move.
Okay, what I was
what
gonna
I was
say
gonna
was-
say was,
Oh my god, bro!
All right, Nishk, go.
Nick, just go, bro. Like,
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there for two reasons.
go.
There's like, I agree with you that like I think
I'd love to
Soul-
hear these two reasons.
dude. Okay. So
Nish,
go
you want to
for
spit
it.
it out?
okay, sole ownership of like
Go for it,
content
go for
is
it.
definitely. Oh my god, Rishi has not stopped laughing today. Rishi started
Just
off
go,
laughing.
just go,
It took
just
3
go,
takes.
just go.
Okay,
Bro, Rishi
I
took
think
like
that-
10 times to start the video.
All right, Nish,
Okay,
just go.
I
What's
think
your
that
take?
Yeah,
I
just
think
go,
you're
man,
gonna
just
I
go.
think that YouTubers are definitely gonna become more like common, and they take up a lot more of the media that comes out. But I think the fact that like, dude, like no YouTuber is coming out with like a production level movie like Star Wars or like
That's
a
not really
Marvel
true.
movie.
Oh, Star. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
okay, like
yeah.
yeah,
Why not? Though?
But
They could if they want to.
franchises exist for a reason, and franchises are the only thing keeping the movie industry alive right now. Because like indie films, one-off films, just don't do as well anymore, especially in theaters. Like I've talked to my manager in
Unless
theaters
they're
about,
unless they're like a star-studded, unless it's like a star-studded
yeah,
cast,
yeah,
like Oppenheimer,
like Oppenheimer,
or like with
yeah,
an
or
insane
Barbie.
producer or like director. Yeah.
Yeah, but unless it's
What's your
that,
other what's your other reason? Oh, sorry, yeah.
thank you, man. All right,
Go.
unless it's that, movies don't do well. And secondly, you also have to consider the fact that Netflix is gonna drop an entire season, which might be millions of dollars, yes, but they're gonna drop an entire season, and it's gonna be hours worth of content. Mr. Beast's video was 20 minutes worth of content, and it was probably Mr. Beast's video wasn't just like $10. He like dropped 100K on it. It was definitely like hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably close to like
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
a million.
No, it
yeah,
was millions.
And
He put
it was
he
mil-
put
he said he
3
put-
million, I think, into it.
okay, 3 million into that video. That means that if there's $3 million going into that video, 20 minutes, $6 million for 40 minutes, multiply that out by the length of the show, and like it'll come out to the same amount.
Right.
It's just the fact
I
that he
think
has
the
quicker
whole
turnaround
argument.
time.
Right. I think the real argument is with the whole like big corporations versus YouTube thing is that YouTube is able to pay each individual creator so much less, and then there's by that means unlimited content. Yes, in terms of that one thing, like if you want to watch Squid Games content, it might be obviously Mr. Beast isn't putting out that length of Squid Games, but the thing is that Mr. Beast as a creator can put out way more
Ari?
than a studio can.
Is Ari cutting out?
No, Prem,
No.
you're the one cutting out.
Yeah, you've been cutting out the whole time.
Fuck. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so that's my kind of idea. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the clip from when Andrew Schultz was on Joe Rogan, but he literally says like Netflix is done, right? Because Netflix pays Giant Studio $200 million to put out 2 hours of content to make this movie once a year, right? But they also pay essentially like $0 to Joe Rogan to put out 2 hours of content every day, right? And not obviously Joe Rogan specifically putting out 2 hours every day, but people in general. There's an infinite number of hours of content being produced every day. Nothing is at our limits anymore. Like we literally can access anything we want. So
It's actually interesting you brought that up because in one of my classes I'm taking right now, we're actually talking about like streaming services versus streaming service versus cable versus YouTube. And I think you're doing a disservice to like big corporations by grouping them with cable channels because like right now
no, they're definitely not the same. They're definitely not the
right
same.
like
yeah.
cable like that whole demographic of like cable and streaming is different than I would say like normal movies and entertainment per se,
For
right?
sure.
And so I think that like right now, at least in the next 10 to 15 years, streaming services are going to be on the rise. And the reason I say that is because they're just going to take cable's market share, right? Cable's declining, so streaming services are going to go up because it's two different markets, right? If you're comparing like simply movies and productions to like YouTube, right? I don't think it's the same because of kind of what Nishk was saying, right? Like what the people you're targeting is different. Like sure, YouTube is like 20 minutes or 40 minutes or however long it would be. You're not really seeing hour 2 hour, 2.5 hour
No,
content
you definitely are.
from one video.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
No, but he's talking about the majority of videos.
The majority
yeah,
of it, right?
Yeah, majority.
The
And
majority
and
is
most
short
people are
form.
there for short form content, right? Like when you're looking at entertainment and things like that, you're looking for more long term. Not only that, like okay, yeah, sure, the box office is going down, but people are still paying and are still willing to watch it, especially like Nish was saying, if there's a star-studded cast. And like, sorry, I forgot who it was, but someone was saying that, I think it was Matt Rife or someone was saying how like you go to these like writers and stuff and they don't even care about original ideas anymore. They just care about sequels.
Nice.
Did anybody get that or no?
And all right, wait,
See ya.
can you hear me now?
Yep. No, we can.
Yeah.
Sorry. So basically, Matt Rife was talking
Basement
about how like
Wi-Fi.
no one cares about like original ideas. They care about sequels and thirds and fourth and franchises, right? Because
Yeah,
they don't want to take
yeah.
that risk, that financial risk. But like some of these movies that are coming out recently, like this new one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, I heard is gonna be insanely good.
Which one?
Same with Oppenheimer, same with Barbie. I forgot the name of it. The Kings of something. I don't know. And like it's gonna be really good. And
Wonder what Hrishi's doing.
Wait, what happened?
And-
we can hear the typing super loud.
Oh my god.
And then so anyway, so like what I'm saying is like people are still gonna watch it. People still want movies. It's just the way and like I feel like the location matters more, which is why theaters are going bust now because they just want to watch it in their homes. But I think at the end of the day, that movies thing is fundamentally intrinsic value is so much higher than like a YouTube 10-minute short form content, in my opinion.
But that's also YouTube's changing so much. I don't know how. Maybe I don't know if maybe I just watch different people than you guys do. But YouTubers are not like how they were when we were first growing up. Like it's changed so much. It's not just people making skits anymore, like low budget stuff. People are putting so much money into these things, and they have full teams around them. Everything has so many moving parts. These things are full level production. They essentially are their own production companies at this point. And you see a lot of YouTubers actually do own production companies for themselves now.
Yeah,
I do.
And
I'd
it's just
agree with
insane
you.
to see what these people are able to do on their own. And what Prem was talking about with cable stuff, I agree cable's going out because of streaming services. I also really hate what streaming services are doing because eventually streaming services are just going to become cable, where it's like each channel you have to subscribe to. I don't want to
Exactly.
have to subscribe to a different service just to watch one show.
No,
Like-
but the logic behind that is that you would rather pay for something that you want to watch rather than a lump sum of money for a bunch of channels that you are not going to watch.
I would rather
but
pay
you're still paying a lump
$0
sum.
to watch everything.
What do you mean?
You're paying
We have
more
Yeah,
at
that's
the
just
end
not
of
how
the
the
day.
world
websites.
works, I guess. At this point.
No, wait, no, but
Yeah,
no.
you
What,
have
what
legal
Ari's
websites.
saying, what Ari's saying is 100% right, Prem. I think okay, the way cable channels work is between like cable channels and streaming services. Streaming services are becoming what cable channels are. Like we're supposed to like dissolve.
Yeah,
right?
I
Like,
understand, but my point
they're
is like
becoming the-
they're vertically integrated. They're vertically integrated. They have not only cable, they're not only gonna have channels, they're also gonna have movies and shows, and so you're getting more bang for your buck rather than let's say you get a whole like sports package when all you really wanted was Red Zone, right? But like the value,
I think the same
value-
idea
Yeah, but okay,
applies.
same
The
thing.
same idea
I
applies.
just want say I just
I
want
get-
to
if I
not
get
as
Peacock,
much.
I just
not
wanna watch
as
The
much.
Office.
That's what I'm saying.
If I just
Not
want to
as
watch
much.
The
disagree.
Office and I buy Peacock, I'm only watching The Office. What about everything else that's on there? I'm essentially paying then what $15 a month to watch The Office. It's the same idea.
Yeah, it's the
But
same
I feel
exact
like
idea.
There's more. I feel like there's more that streaming services offer because at the end of the day, you can't control what's on a channel. You control you buying the channel. You can't control what's on it at what time.
I
But
100%
with
agree. I do
streaming
agree.
services-
Streaming is better than cable for sure.
Yeah.
But I just don't like this idea of the streaming services becoming so individualized now, where each channel is essentially its own streaming service. You know, like NBC or is NBC Peacock, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like NBC is literally just Peacock now. They have their own streaming service. Every channel is just getting their own streaming service. So
The way-
eventually, it's literally going to be the same thing. But now you're just cherry picking, and so your total like
Wait, is NBC
price is going to
exclusive
see the
to
same
Peacock,
thing
or is it? It's on cable too, right?
Peacock is
Peacock
that's
is the streaming
under
service.
NBC.
Service
Yeah.
for
for
NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, but I mean,
What I was
it's just
saying
it
was-
is what it's going to be now, because these networks and these channels have figured out a way to make people to continue to just buy their streaming service, no matter even if it's separate from Netflix, even if it's separate from other streaming packages. at the end of the day, if you do want to watch something, you're going to be forced to buy those things no matter what, or else you're just left out of the loop from watching that show or whatever. And now instead of like having like one large thing have all these different streaming channels, you're going to individualize per corporation, and they're going to be making so much more money that way. For them, it's a smarter move. For the consumer, it really hurts the consumer.
Yeah.
The way
That's
I
why
like,
like
oh, sorry. No, I was saying the way I
No,
think
go
like
ahead,
it becomes the same exact issue is cable channels. The issue was you would have to pay for an entire cable channel for one TV show that you want to watch every day at 9 p.m. Now you're paying an entire streaming service for one show that you want to watch every day at 6 p.m. Like the only difference is like you get to choose what time you want to watch it. Like that's literally the only difference. And then that's just the product of like technology getting better. Like now we can support like the bandwidth to host all of these episodes at the same time versus cable channels used to just be like you have to air it out one show at a time, they're not really getting any better in terms of like money or in terms of like finance. They're just getting more efficient technologically wise.
That's why I'm really interested to see what happens, just because I feel like at long term YouTube, and just not even YouTube specifically, maybe some other random concept will come up. We have a bunch of like Twitch, Rumble, Kick, all these big services are now starting to take. There's definitely more competition now in like the whole streaming side also, which is cool to see.
Yeah,
But
I think
all
streaming is
this I think is gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say like I think that's a little different in terms of streaming services because like Twitch, Kick, that's like a little bit different than like our traditional like Netflix and like Peacock.
Well,
and
obviously,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
but so is YouTube. I'm not saying.
Oh,
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm not talking about which is like better content.
It's just
I'm
content.
saying what is more. There at the end of the day, each is still entertainment. Just because you don't watch it doesn't mean it's not entertaining somebody else.
Yeah, of course, it's just different forms of entertainment.
Exactly, and right by the time we have kids, they probably won't. They will probably be hooked onto like think about it, each generation below us focuses more and more onto individuals because you can relate more to them. You essentially know these people. Like I have people who I've been watching now for like 7 years on YouTube. I've like grown up with almost seeing them like literally have kids, get married. It's like crazy to see,
Roman
because
Atwood.
you feel like you know them,
Yeah,
And
Roman
so,
Atwood is
like,
a big example of that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like YouTube has that personal feeling, which Netflix doesn't. And like, you can obviously say Netflix has a bigger budget, and so they're able to do more. But you never know; that can change because I think people are starting to realize slowly that some of these online people have way more reach than just paying $200 million to one company on Netflix does. And so YouTubers will get more money. They can keep upping the levels of production and just keeps going. So I'm really excited to see what Netflix does with Squid Games 2. I think it'll be interesting because everybody's going to kind of start comparing it to Mr. Beast, no matter how good or bad it is. So I guess we'll kind of see. Also, I want to say, what are they going to do with real life Squid Games? Are they like just going to kill them at the end? Like if they lose?
No, I think
like...
it's just gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same idea as like Mr.
Wait,
Beast Squid
what if
Games.
it's the
like,
same plot as Mr. Beast? Like everything, like it's just like they just copy exactly what he's doing.
It probably
Well,
will
I mean,
be. It probably will
now-
be.
well,
Like,
Mr. Beast copied it from Squid Games originally. It's not
yeah.
like,
But
it's
he
not
just
like-
didn't kill them.
It's just gonna be, it's just gonna be, gonna be
yeah.
like a game where like if you pass the round, you make it to the next round, you make it to the next level, and whoever gets to the end wins.
Oh,
the
you
pot.
know
You know what?
another thing
I think if Netflix really wants to show their dominance, they have to up the levels and just kill the contestants who lose, like the real Squid Game. Show Mr. Beast who's boss. I think that's what they need to do.
Another thing is like what I saw. What Mr. Beast was saying was like bunch of people are just getting like rich and famous or like getting success on YouTube because they're just copying his ideas.
Oh yeah, like there's one Russian guy who
And
literally
it's a huge
scene
issue.
for scene copies his exact videos, which is just
And like
ridiculous.
I think
taking
more people are
inspiration,
starting to do that.
fine.
No, more
Yeah.
people are doing that, and I feel like that's kind of contributing to a little bit of YouTube's like content that's not like as good quality as what it should be.
I don't
compared to,
think
like,
yeah.
necessarily, but that's
No,
just an
a
inherent
lot of people
difference
just
of what
watch
it is.
that though. A lot of
Yeah.
people
YouTube has
watch
had a
that.
has had a content quality issue for years. That's like YouTube's biggest thing. Like the quality of content you see on your homepage dictates how much you'll watch, right? That's just like that's a given, right? And then the whole thing that YouTube's been doing over the past few years, like you know how Ari probably knows this like the best, but YouTube's algorithm originally really liked like consistent uploads every day, even if it was short form. And then at one point they really like longer form content. The longer your video, the more they would push it. And that stuff changes as like people's preferences change over time. And now they like consistency again, where it's like the same thing is on like TikTok, where you want to upload every day, you want to upload as often as possible, so you show up on For You pages consistently, and then people start remembering you and they start enjoying your content,
Yeah.
rewatching your content. It's the same idea, and it's changed over time. Like the quality of content has definitely shifted on YouTube from like different types of content, different types of like length of content, different types of quality of content. So I think Prem's right about the fact that like you
Yeah.
lose a lot of like filler content on YouTube.
You do lose a lot of filler content, but I would argue overall you can't say the quality's decreased on YouTube. It might not be to your liking, but I think objectively the quality's
Quality has increased.
insanely
on
Yeah, I
it.
mean,
Oh, well,
also
over
just
time,
naturally
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about it with competition, like the
Yeah.
competition,
Exactly, yeah,
and, like,
competition,
technology,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's really what
yeah.
it is. And
yeah, the
intrinsic
market's
is-
grown, more
definitely.
people are there. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, it'll be cool to see Netflix. I think you gotta put your dick on the table and show Mr. Beast who's boss, and just actually
put your what on the
eliminate-
table? Whoa, what?
Actually like assassinate the losers of the competition.
No,
just to show
wait.
Mr. Beast
Time
that
out,
you're
time out,
better.
time out. What did you say?
You've never heard that saying before?
Put your dick on the table,
Yeah.
Show him who's boss.
bro. I know Atlanta's
bigger.
wild, but I didn't know it was that wild. What the fuck?
I mean,
does
you're
that
the only
mean?
one who hasn't heard it, man. So I don't know. Maybe that sounds like.
Wait,
you
everyone
probably-
else heard that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I didn't think I didn't think Ari was gonna use it like that. I didn't think it was gonna come out.
I didn't think Ari was ever going to use that statement. Yeah.
If you would ask me
Wow.
what statement is Ari gonna say there, that would have been the last thing I'd guessed. I would have died before I would have guessed.
No one- I realistically don't think you
Man,
can ever
then
guess
enter
what he's gonna say.
Netflix. Enter Netflix's Squid Games 2, man. Then maybe you will. Die.
Maybe.
So funny.
Like, see, like something like that, bro. Like, nobody would ever expect him to say something so random like that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So-
but no, I've had trouble recently, guys, with cooking. Like me, I'm not a good cook. Like I started like my roommates could attest to this. Like I burnt hella bread. Our fire alarms are really like sensitive, so like a little bit of like smoke and like I would just wake up the entire house.
Oh no, you're
And then-
that fucker in the apartments, bro. You're that guy
in
setting
a
up
house,
the
he's in
fire
a
alarms to
house.
make his popcorn, bro.
I'm in a house, you
Oh, okay, okay.
you buffoon. So, but anyway, so
He censored
I got better
himself
at it,
halfway through
obviously.
that.
But no, we got better at it, obviously. But like now, I've gone to a point where like I'm so tired when I get home that I just don't want to cook anything. I either order out, get my friend's dining hall pass, or just eat whatever my mom gives me. And I'm like, bro,
Guys.
like I'm trying to cook some stuff, learn some skills. One of my roommates is so good at cooking. He says he's mid, but I think he's really good. So I've learned some stuff from him. But like, how do you guys kind of combat that? Like, how do you have the motivation?
I'll tell you
Yeah,
exactly
same. Cooking is
what
one
I
of my
do, bro.
Favorite hobbies.
Oh, well, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say when you get tired, Prem.
Wait, no, it is.
You get
It is
tired?
what it is.
When you get tired, what I do is I open my fridge and find all the free food I get from every other day on campus.
Wait, Nishk, when I get what? When I get what?
I get free food every other day on campus.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Please shut up. Please shut up. No, I really think it's just about like cooking is like really easy to learn because there's so many online materials that'll help you learn. It's the only really hard thing about cooking is like timing, how long you're gonna cook something. Like for example, dude, how are you burning bread? Like realistically,
what is
like,
happening,
You can
bro?
That's
see,
crazy. That's
you
crazy.
can see when it browns, bro. How are you burning bread?
What do you mean?
It's stuff like
How do you burn bread, bro?
what do you mean? What do I mean? How do you burn bread? Like, are you just not looking at the bread when it's cooking?
Yeah.
Burning bread is one thing. Burning bread to the point that it sets off
Setting
the
off the fire
alarms.
alarm.
No,
That
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
smoking out the toaster.
No.
Like, how long are
no.
you leaving? The toaster doesn't go that high on the settings.
No,
man. How do you do?
because
I don't know how. you do
no,
that.
shut up. I toasted my bread. I toasted my bread on the pan, not on a toaster.
So it
I
should
do
be
it on a
10
pan.
times easier because you can see
You
Then
can
you
literally
can see
see
it.
it. You can
Then you
see
can
it in front
actually
of you.
see it.
No, because the toast is of the bottom part gets toasted. That's on the pan.
Okay.
Lift it up.
Let
Use
me
Yeah,
your
teach
I'm
you
hands.
also
something.
not
Let me
like
teach you
paying
something.
attention.
Let me teach
I
you
also
something,
don't pay,
bro.
like I like.
Yeah,
I
do
like,
auntie
I
style,
wait,
man.
bro.
Indian
The
mom,
bread.
Indian mom style.
You
I
flip the
waited.
bread when you
No, I
think.
do, but I wait a little too long. Like my judgment's not good with that type of stuff. That's why.
Dude, a lot of
Okay.
people don't realize how
Measure
easy it
twice,
is to
gut
cook
once.
meals in college, bro. I'm telling you right
It's
now,
easy,
it's
it's
so
easy.
easy to cook meals in college. Like I can at least have rice like 5 days a week. Like I prepare rice on Sunday and I put them in containers and then I'll cook like beans or veggies or like anything. I'll make tacos, quesadillas, or like beans is also something really easy to make. I'm sure egg is also something really
Yeah,
easy to
that's
make.
really
You know what I
easy.
mean?
I
Like,
can make that.
like there's like that's already like 5 meals out of your week right there. You can make pasta. Do you want to make pasta?
I made ravioli
Okay.
the other day.
Or do you burn your
like,
pasta?
Like there's
Sorry, I didn't make it. It was Trader Joe's. I just fucking. Put
I was
it in
gonna
the
say, no
boiler.
way you made
Oh,
ravioli.
yeah, no way you made ravioli.
Nope.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think it's like really easy. But you did say that you eat your mom's food. How long has your mom's food lasted you? Like,
Well,
you
I have a
haven't
mini
gone
fridge
home
in
since,
my
Do
room.
you, wait, do your
I have
parents
a- I
send
have a-
you food?
Dude, my mom, I'm good. My mom sent me 80 teplas, bro.
Oh,
80. And then I also
Oh,
have like a
damn.
lot of like dry snacks too that I eat. And then I have a mini fridge, so like I just stash all the teplas and like different refrigerating food in there.
Okay. So it's only
So, yeah.
tapas.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Essentially. It's
Because
filling
you
I
out.
don't
said
know,
like
I-
your mom sends you a lot of food. So I thought it was like like shock and other stuff like that.
Nah.
I'll make food on occasion. Like I make chole sometimes. I'll make like babaji. Like I'll make
Really?
Indian food, and I also make like pasta and stuff. But
Wait, pav bhaji?
yeah,
That's-
well, I mean,
that's good.
I have
That's
some
actually pretty
pre-made
impressive.
stuff.
That's
yeah.
really impressive.
But it's not.
Did
it's
you
not
just
good
start,
yet.
or have
Like,
you been like? Did your parents teach you, or have you just on your own? learned
my
how to make
mom
it?
sent me a recipe, and then I just started like cooking it. But yeah,
Ari, do you know what
But-
pav bhaji is?
Yeah, of course.
okay. But the thing is, like, I don't cook that often anymore because I get so much free food. I like every single night last week. I pretty much just got free food from somewhere, whether it was like an
Wait,
event
where
to
is
one of my
this
How are you
coworkers-
getting
Wow.
free?
Why are you getting-
You're getting free
stuff,
food.
dog.
You're getting free
Yes,
shirts.
dude.
How's
Yes,
that
dude.
possible?
Free for
Dude, this past week, right? I got free Chipotle for one time for one dinner. I got free free Panda Express another time, free Olive Garden,
What
free
the hell?
Yeah, and then like what ends up
What?
happening too is what ends up happening too is I have extra like today we ordered a bunch of stuff for one of our quant kickoff events, right? And so there was extra chow mein and extra like spring rolls left over. So I just packaged them up, took them home, and now I have some for like tomorrow's lunch and maybe tomorrow's dinner. I just get so much free food.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Man, he
it's
just goes
insane.
up to all these
Chipotle,
cashiers.
everything.
He shows them the famous chili account, and they're like, "Famous
Yeah,
chili
yeah,
guy,
here's your
man.
food. Here's your food, dude.
Take it on the
Free
house,
food.
on the house, on the
I
house."
kid
food.
you not. I
Wait,
got
did you
pizza
go to
the other
Olive
day.
Garden or you get it delivered or what?
No, we
delivered
had
or
a.
what? Like-
I'm part of a club called Disruption Lab, and our kickoff event we had
Olive Garden
catering
Club.
from Disruption Lab. But
Dude, I want
we
to.
had
Also,
a-
how many club
Olive
events you
Garden?
have a week that you get your entire meal plan
Well,
for a week?
I will
Yeah.
say because
satisfied
it's
with all this stuff.
because it's earlier in the semester, it's definitely more than I will like later in the semester. But like I had a Rivian like intern event, and I got like a pizza there because they had leftover pizza, so I just took home a box of pizza. Like it's just stuff like that where like every so often we'll have an event, and that food will last me like a few days. So it's just like, and I keep having an event every few days.
I'm
so-
low-key excited about recruiting
Yeah.
events too, because we have this place called Pizza House, which is pizza, and it like they basically give you like free. It's like a nice ass place. It's a good sit down restaurant. Like they like basically cater it. But I wanted to ask you, bro, like, how do you have Olive Garden delivered? Because they don't have it on Uber Eats, DoorDash, none of that. So like, how do
We
you
have
get Olive
catering.
Garden delivered to your house? Oh, okay.
He said it was
We
at
have
an
catering,
event.
yeah. So
Oh,
someone will
is that
go
an
pick
event?
that. Someone will,
Okay.
Focus, man.
10%.
yeah.
Do you even have Olive Garden
10%.
in UIUC, bro? Like that's crazy. You guys are in the middle of nowhere. I assume you guys
Bruh,
have like
all right,
one
calm
restaurant.
down there. We
like
still got
one-
hella stuff. I live
like
above a
one
McDonald's.
ShopRite.
I live above
Taco
a
Bell,
McDonald's,
right?
a Subway. There's a Taco Bell, like a 30-second walk
Oh,
that way. There's a
shit.
Chipotle, a 30-second walk that way. Calm down there, bro.
Bro's
I know you want some
Bro's
Taco
directing
Bell.
like we know where he's pointing. bro.
I'm just
No,
telling
yeah,
you,
just
30
that way,
seconds
just
that
that
way.
way.
30 seconds
way.
that
Which
way.
way?
Dude.
That way.
That way.
No, actually, I agree. I
Out that
live by
window,
a lot
bro.
of food places, and I know Ari
Out that
knows. And like
window.
in Hoboken, like
Yeah.
on
You guys are
Washington Street,
lucky.
like, wow, we have so much food.
No,
man.
Rishi's the most like his school is literally. You know how you guys get dining dollars for your school. Rishi's is
He
partnered
has
with
it applied to
Grubhub.
actual restaurants,
Yeah.
bro.
So he
Yeah,
can just
yeah.
order anything he wants and it counts.
Let's be
Except I
fully
don't have the
honest.
meal plan this year.
Let's be fully honest. He's also paying like Hoboken prices for those
Yeah.
food, for that food.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
ridiculous
that's
prices
true.
for that
That's
meal
true.
plan. Like
Dude,
I tell you right
guess-
now. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna cut you
No,
off real
yeah.
quickly.
No, what's
The
up?
price
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
paying for the meal plan last year, because freshmen are required to take the biggest meal plan, is not equal to the value of the meal swipes and the dollars that we got, bro.
They for
Not
some
even
reason
close.
think dining like one dining swipe is worth like $16. Like I'm
It
sorry,
is
Yeah,
worth,
like,
like that's
right?
crazy.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like I'm sorry, you're not providing me $16 worth of food.
That's what I'm
Unless I
saying.
make it worth $16 worth of food.
Yeah, and then you have to stuff yourself every single time
Yeah.
you go.
Exactly.
Guess how much
Which
a
is why, like,
Chipotle burrito is here?
$9.
$8.
Is $8 is like our base value.
Yeah.
for
What?
Ours,
Chipotle.
ours is 9.
It's normally
Ours
like
is
9 something.
Ours
Mine
is
is
9
10.
something.
It's like 980, I swear. Like when I checked.
Yeah,
it.
same. Mine's like 980.
Damn.
It's because we're in the middle of nowhere, Hrishi.
No, wait, mine was $8 last year, but they upped it this year.
Damn.
No, ours is still at 8, I think. Yeah.
Dude, where do you guys go to grasslands for fun? Like I at least have the city to go to if I'm bored,
Cornfields?
you know?
Oh yeah.
Dude, you
we
know what
go-
we- you know where we go to
cornfields,
fun?
Grasslands.
We
we
still
go
have
to
That's
Barn
why he
House
gets all his
stuff here.
food for free, man. He just picks out the fucking cornfields over here, man.
Bro, we have
Dude.
barns that we go to in the fall and the like once
like
it gets
for
a little
dances?
bit.
That actually sounds
Dances?
really fun.
It's
Barn
barn
dances?
house. No. Dances are different. Those are like a
Oh.
little bit for like they're like for frats and stuff. Like for us, we have like barns that we go to, and like they have like good apples or cider mills. Sorry, not barns, cider mills. So like that's like a huge Midwest cultural thing. So like we get like we go to like obviously apple ciders. We get donuts.
Apple
We sit by
cider's
the
so
lake
nice.
and like chill. It's really fun.
Yeah, we
Apple
have a lot
cider
of
hits
stuff.
different.
We have a lot of stuff around campus too. Like I just went mini golfing. That was like the intern event for Rivian, and then we also have I'm probably going golfing in a few weeks with like my quant club. It's like a real golfing range. There's so much. I
You've
just
been
went to huh?
Like you know how to golf, or just like
No. I'm trying to
top golf
learn.
kinda
I'm trying to learn.
Oh
but
my
it's-
god, I am the worst golfer to ever live, according to
I would
Ma'am.
love to actually like when I'm older get into golf. Just 'cause
Okay,
it
I
looks-
want it. I thought
it
the
looks like a
same.
nice thing to just do with your friends.
I thought the
when you're
same
older.
until this weekend. This weekend, I went to Top Golf with my friends, and we had a competition. Right, the loser who got the least score had to go ask a girl for her number. I started off in the lead with
Great
27 points on my first 5 hits. Guess what I ended up with after the rest of the 15
150?
hits? Wrong, 28 points.
I believed in you, bro. I believed in you.
They didn't believe in us. Prem did.
Dude,
God,
you don't
dude.
understand, bro. Dude, every shot I hit went diagonally this way. Every single shot. I didn't hit a straight ball once. So like I'm thinking like, when I retire, I'm never playing golf.
Wait,
I
where
hate-
what Top Golf do you go to Edison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, my roommate, one
Guys,
of my roommates.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. So one of my roommates is switching majors, so he has to apply to it. But we keep making a joke that if he like doesn't get in, he's just gonna leave and he's just gonna do PGA golf for like professionally for the rest of his life. 'Cause he has no
Is
other,
he that good?
maybe- no, I mean I don't know. I haven't seen him play, but he's pretty good at golf. I think he goes to like we have a
You're just taking
we
his
have a
word for it.
golfing. I mean, I've seen him play like I've seen him like.
You
we
just said
play
you've
golf in
never
our
seen him
apartment.
play.
No,
Bot.
I've never seen him play at like in a range.
Fucking
I've seen him like.
dumbass.
All right, calm down, bro. Calm down. I've seen him play at like we have a golfing simulator like a few apartments down.
Cool, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
thank you.
Guys, you know what
Didn't
else
ask.
is really cool? You know what else is really cool in the sporting world, guys? Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
We have to talk
today.
about that.
Confirmed.
Wait, was
It's
it confirmed?
confirmed. Yeah.
Is it
Well, I
good?
mean, it has to be.
Dude, she was sitting with Mama Kelce, bro.
She was sitting
She
with
was
Mama
literally
Kelce.
sitting with
Sweet.
Mama Kelce, bro. Like, come on, she was getting so hype every time
And then
Travis would catch the ball.
Kelsey scored a touchdown. For my detriment because I'm playing against him, but he scored a touchdown, and then she started going crazy. It was,
Yeah, she started
it was,
going crazy.
awesome.
All right,
Good for
but
him.
realistically, that can't be the biggest news today. There's one team that we have to talk about.
Oh my god.
That is the Miami Dolphins.
Wait. Do you guys
Wait, not yet.
first want to address this? First want to address the
Yeah, let's address this
or
first
Travis
before
Kelce
we.
thing or not?
I think
Anything you
Kelsey.
guys want to say about it?
Interesting.
or-
Yeah, I think Kelsey and his decision making when it comes to women never go out of style.
Why? Wait,
All right.
who was he
I
with
think-
before this?
He's catching sixes on the field and off the field.
Oh no! That's crazy. That's crazy. Swifties kill him, man. Swifties go after him, bro. Swifties.
Oh,
Oh,
Rishi,
Looks
bro.
like,
no,
looks
What
like
is-
a new
no,
song
what?
is coming out.
Rishi,
No,
you're getting
no,
canceled,
no,
bro.
no,
Rishi, you're getting canceled.
bro.
Dude,
we don't
she's
need
a
the
10
Swifties
out
on
of
us, man.
10, bro.
We don't
He
need
is
the
a
Swifties on
10.
us.
Wait, I
man.
don't find her attractive at all.
We don't need the Swifties on us, man.
That's
all
Swifties
Rishi.
are coming
That's all-
soon.
That's
I don't
Rishi. That's
find her
Rishi.
Nah, bro.
I
This is
don't-
clippable content right
That's
here,
all-
bro. Rishi.
Dude, we don't need
I
the
do
Swifties
not-
on our ass, bro.
I do
Look,
not
look,
care.
look.
I do not care that you said that. I care that you said that publicly, and now we were gonna get flamed for it.
Look. I have friends who are Swifties. Her music is fire. But personally, do I find her attractive? No. Does Travis Kelce? Sure. But he's Travis Kelce. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
You know,
I don't find
that's
her
a really
attractive.
that's a really like a healthy answer, and I wish that could be okay, but unfortunately it can't be. You know.
Wait. So you guys disagree with me or agree with me then?
So what are
Disagree
you talking?
completely.
So Dolphins.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, dude,
Nah.
the Dolphins. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how did they not break the record then? They had the chance to break the record.
Whoa.
What do you
Oh
mean?
no,
whoa,
finish. Sorry. I was gonna say it's out of
No, no.
respect, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like, out of respect, but like, think about it. Like, you have one chance to break the record. Realistically, how many times are you going to be scoring 70 points against a top-rated defense? Like, well,
Yeah.
technically should be top-rated defense like Denver. You're never scoring 70 points again. Like, this is your chance to break
yeah.
the record, and you're already there. 73 versus 70 is no difference. There's no like you already
know.
destroyed them by 50 points.
Dude.
You might as well take the
I think
record.
just to give some context real quick, if anyone doesn't know, right? This past Sunday, the Dolphins almost broke the record for the most points scored in a single NFL game. They beat the
Broncos.
They beat the Broncos 70-20. They were 2 points away from tying the record, a field goal to beat it. They were at the 28-yard line at the end of the game, and they could have easily made the field goal to break the record, but for some reason they didn't do it. They took the knee out of respect to not blow them out. But I don't know. I really feel like they should have just taken it, man. Make
Here's the thing.
history. Make history.
They blew them out by the time they got to 60. Like the extra 10 they got from 60 to 70
Bro,
is not like
Mike White even scored a touchdown to Robbie Chosen Anderson, bro.
Bro, that was so funny when I saw that.
Can we talk
That was
about
crazy.
Can we talk about the Dolphins fantasy lineup this week? It
Oh
was
my God! Yeah.
Straight,
Oh my
please.
God.
straight.
Moment of
Ooh.
silence. Moment of silence for everybody facing up against somebody on the Dolphins this week.
Raheem
Devon
Mostert,
Achane,
Tyreek
Raheem
Hill.
Mostert, Tyreek, Tua Tagovailoa. Dude,
Guys,
I think
I think the biggest story is that Tyreek Hill might be on track to be the first non-QB MVP. This guy
He's not
is
winning.
I know he's not going to win, but
It's so
I
sad,
wish
but he's not gonna
like
win
it's
it.
so
I really
sad.
wish
Like
he would.
he's
Yeah.
so unstoppable. His speed and like this year he's like I'm focusing on route running. Like he's so unstoppable on the field. I think like honestly like he's just so unstoppable. Tua is finally like he's not a bust anymore. No, like he's MVP caliber. Like people were thinking he was a bust before last year, and like last 2 years he's really shown it. He's been healthy too, avoiding a lot of sacks. I think the Miami Dolphins are a true AFC contender, maybe even a Super Bowl contender.
You know, I have
If
to
they're
say
healthy,
something.
yeah.
I have to say something. As a Patriots fan, I hate the Dolphins. With
Oh yeah,
every
what
inch
now?
of
What
me.
now?
But
What did I say?
I have to give them props. Like I have a lot to say about them. You have a lot of Tyreek's play. The reason he's playing so well, and you really have to credit Mike McDaniel and his play calling for it. A lot of the plays what they run is they'll send Waddle down the seam, and they'll make Tyreek go on the flat. He'll do like a little like just curl, and then the yards after the catch is there. His speed is there. He's flaming everybody. But Mike McDaniel's play calling, if you saw his game against the Broncos, Tua's no look shovel pass, a lot of like the
Oh my God,
reverse
that was
play
sick.
calling they had, like they are a really, really good team. The Patriots almost beat them. So, transitive property were basically the best team in the NFL. But
Yeah,
that's a
Hrishi,
different story.
Hrishi had the Patriots splitting the Dolphins. Hrishi had them splitting.
Wait, but like realistically,
Oh,
we
bro,
almost beat
shut the
Dolphins.
fuck
No, we're not
bro,
talking.
I
No,
don't
no,
wanna
no,
hear
no.
it.
We're done. We're done with
Okay.
this.
I don't wanna
Until
hear
the
it.
end of the year.
Well,
Until I
they
get
play
my
again,
10.
until they
No,
play
until
again.
I get my
lost fair and
$10
square.
and until the Patriots get out of the playoff picture like I predicted, we're not revisiting the
No.
Patriots.
Wait, no.
Inside
We
here, let's
lost
talk about
fair
this
and
inside.
square. We lost fair and square, but what I'm saying is we were close at least. Like a lot
You were-
closer
yeah,
than the
you're fine, you're
Broncos,
close,
for
you're
sure.
close.
Great, you're
Yeah.
better
We
than
were
the
one
Broncos.
score. We were
Congrats.
one score away from beating them.
Bro,
One
but also
foot away from
so-
beating them.
that Prem just reminded me. This was without Waddle. They didn't even have their full team.
God, I don't.
Yeah,
want to
I know.
They
That's
didn't
what I was
even
just
have their
about to
full
say.
team.
I
I
was
was
just
so
about to
mad
say
about
this.
that. I was
I'm
so mad about that.
I'm so mad that
So
Waddle was out
mad.
this week. I have Waddle on my fantasy team.
Same. Same.
I literally.
Oh,
I
you
literally
missed out on
could have
like
done
30
better.
points. Could have
Oh
had
Yeah,
my
I
God.
could have dropped
That
a
was-
full. And the thing is, I lost this week by just about that amount. I just lost English.
30 points.
By just about that amount.
I
Yeah.
don't think that would. Yeah, I don't think. No, but Nish did,
Realistically,
get, Nish did get screwed over by the Bills.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Bills
Yeah.
also dropped 31 defense.
Can we talk about today's slate of games and how weird,
Crazy.
So
how
random.
weird these games? I'm gonna run through a couple of them. First of all,
Go quick,
we had
go
the
quick.
Jags. We had the Jags losing to the Texans
That was
by a
weird.
large amount, right?
Fuck,
I
Large
should have won
amount.
this week.
I had
honestly.
Jags defense
Fucking-
in both my leagues.
Oh,
I
wow.
had Jags, Trevor Lawrence, and Calvin Ridley in my league, and
They're
fucked
just
me
not
over.
looking good, bro. They're not
I don't
connecting.
know.
Who else was there? The Chiefs blew out the Bears. We knew that was gonna happen.
I
the
knew that would
Bills
happen,
blew
but
out
not
the
by that
Commanders.
much.
Yeah, that was
41
crazy.
to
They were up
0.
41-0, bro.
Yeah.
I like half.
It's kind of like the Giants. Rip.
Who else was there? Oh, the Bills blew out the Commanders, right? Like the Commanders only got one touchdown or 2 field goals or something like that.
Oh, one field goal. You're
Yeah,
0-2
one
on
field
that
goal.
one.
And the Ravens lost to the Colts.
Colts,
Like, they have the
Ravens,
same
that
record.
was crazy.
Yeah.
The
Colts,
Colts are
Ravens. I
looking
can't believe
good,
that.
bro. The Colts are
Colts-
2-1 right now.
Are
With
they
Gardner
top of the
Minshew?
AFC?
With Gardner
Yes.
Minshew, bro?
They're 2-1. The
can't
Ravens are
believe
also
this.
2-1. They're like top 5 in the AFC right now by record.
Wow.
That's insane.
It's something that we just, you
I
don't
have
see
a
the
question for
stars.
you
Chargers finally
guys.
won their first game.
The
Chargers
Chargers
finally won their
won.
first game,
Yeah,
which
that
is
was
egregious,
crazy.
by the way. I can't believe the Chargers had like a completely
No,
no-win
this is a
record
hot
until this.
take, but I
the
think
Chargers look good,
both of the
but they just
head
left them
coaches
over.
that they've had in the past, like the last two head coaches
You're talking about the
they've
Chargers?
had, yeah, Brandon Staley and Anthony Lynn. I think both of them are people like their decision making just so poor. They've had
It's terrible.
one of the
It's
best
terrible.
teams from top to bottom over the last 5 to 6 years. Their GM is one of the
more
best
than that.
GMs.
More than that.
And
Our whole
and
life, the Chargers have always
and
had
they
a
haven't
good
won a
team.
they haven't even gotten an AFC championship, which I think is
No,
honestly
no.
despicable. Even with Mahomes in the league, in the division, they're so good. And now having Herbert at quarterback, like maybe their excuse was Phillip Rivers was holding them back, but now having a full flung Herbert, 6'7", arm, mobility, everything, the whole package, and like 1-2 in the season, that's like a disgrace. And even the Vikings 0-3, like
Great receiving
that's
core, one of the
crazy,
best
too.
running backs in the league.
Yeah.
Their
But they
defense is
can't
always
end
mid.
games.
It's always decent,
Yeah.
not like great, but not bad.
What's up, Nishk? What's up?
Having only watched football like properly for like 2 years now, how different is this season compared to like last season? I feel like all I see in the group chat now is like this
It's too early to
week's
tell.
fantasy should not count. This week's fantasy should not
pretty
count.
early, but it
It's
does
too early to
feel
tell.
weird. It's because it's
No.
weird
It
because
does feel
this
weird.
year every team looks like they have some redeeming quality.
Some chance,
now
yeah,
every team
exactly.
is good.
Yeah.
There's no team.
I
where
mean,
I can
it was
say
also going into
they're losing.
the league. Like
No
there
doubt.
was parity in the like everyone's like this is the most parity there's been in the entire league. And also, I think one of the weirdest seasons that I've ever seen was 2 years ago when everyone and their mom got injured in the beginning of the year, and there was every single backup was
Oh
playing.
my god! Wait, that's like
Yes.
okay, yeah. We should probably talk about this also. Right now, like
Even this
the
week,
situation
yeah.
in the league, the injuries are insane, especially with running backs right now. And I know the whole stuff is going on with the running back union.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy how many top tier
It's
running
very
backs are
bad.
hurt right
It's
now.
very bad.
Dude, I'll just
And-
tell you guys, I have 4 people on
It's
my
so sad
bench
to see.
who were not playing this week. 4 people on my bench were not playing. 3 of them were
Oh.
injured. One of them's Kamara, then Waddle, Monty, and Richardson.
See, but those are short-term injuries. Long-term
Yeah.
injuries?
No,
Cooper
yeah,
Kupp
yeah.
is still on IR.
Nick
Saquon Barkley's
Chubb,
out
yeah,
for
Nick
4
Chubb.
weeks.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb is probably one of the
That-
saddest
that
injuries.
is
Saddest
so
The
thing
sad.
that
last
happened.
person I would want that to happen to.
Nick Chubb's injury was more of a freak
sad.
accident
It
because
was. No, it was.
right,
Yeah,
but-
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
If anybody
the other
saw that,
one
they
guy
know
went
how
low.
crazy it was
Yeah,
to see.
yeah, exactly.
And it's
Yeah,
the
and
second
he,
like,
time
he
it's
got-
happened to him. Second time.
Yeah,
he had
Wait,
the same
second
thing happen
time?
before- in college. the
Oh,
same
in
Yeah,
time.
happened in
college.
college at
Apparently, it
Georgia.
was going to be
Oh,
career
wow.
ending, but like now it's not. I didn't even know it was going to be career
Apparently,
ending.
apparently.
God,
No,
dude,
no,
But it's not
it's-
anymore.
It's so
It's
sad.
An
not
injury
anymore.
like that, it's very hard to recover from. Because if you saw the way he twisted his leg, because one guy went for a low hit, and as he
Yeah.
was falling down, the other guy went
But
from
I
top,
think
twist his
top.
leg backwards.
it's sad that like he didn't get his deal beforehand. Like that's what sucks. He didn't get a deal
Yeah.
beforehand.
he
And like,
deserves it,
or
man.
wait, maybe he did actually. I don't know. Maybe he's like 4. I don't know. Because someone
Yeah,
Hrishi,
'cause
can you fact check
he
that
could
real
have
quick?
been
I
one
can
of the
fact
best
check
running
that.
backs of the league or this year. You know,
But
he could have been our
another
number
thing,
one.
is like this goes into a bigger issue of like grass versus turf. What do you guys think? Which one do you think is better?
Oh, 100% grass is better. Bro.
Grass.
Like it's
Grass.
been known,
Yeah.
bro. It's been known. The turf is not a suitable playing field. Like as someone who I've played on down myself, first of all, it gets really hot, so it creates egregious conditions for players in very high heat. 2, it's very slippery and it's very
It's so
hard because it's a thin layer of turf. Grass is soft and like if you fall on it, it's kind of like I wouldn't say memory foam, but it's like that. Like it's a lot softer than what turf is. And you've seen it at MetLife. How many injuries have happened due to turf? MetLife is one of the worst stadiums to play at because there's so many injuries that happen. I feel like it's such a small change that NFL owners can do to their stadiums to just increase the lifespan of their players in the league.
Yeah.
And it barely costs them any money. Barely.
Yeah.
The whole
Yep.
league wants it. It's such a simple
It's
thing
actually
to
an
do.
interesting argument to have if it's like the cost versus benefit of changing all the stadiums to be grass. Because on the one hand, it's much more expensive for the league to maintain actual grass fields. But on
Yep.
the other hand, you could argue it might in the long run help them because their key players are not going to get injured, so they're going to sell
Yeah.
more tickets. They're going to have better games, more
And
entertaining
they get a
games,
bigger return
more-
on value
more
on their players
jerseys.
themselves.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Yeah.
argument to have. I'm sure there's some reason they haven't done it yet, but I think it's something that they should do. They should protect like this $1 billion corporation.
Dude, wearing
this billion-dollar
cleats, wearing
company
cleats and turf is like wearing
can't
regular shoes
install
in grass.
Like,
Yeah, like there's.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it's so stupid.
no.
Yeah.
One more thing, just to kind of, I just fact checked the Chubb. Luckily, he did sign a deal, So
2024,
he's getting 20
12
million.
mil, yeah.
He is getting 20 million guaranteed over the next
Okay,
3 years,
that's
which is
good.
good. But still,
good.
like,
It's not a lot.
yeah.
It's not a
and
lot. He deserves so
I
much
think
more.
one thing the league is doing, which is why they want to keep turf, is because they like the aesthetics of the field and they like how cool it looks. But like at the end of the day, like player safety is number one. You know.
Yeah.
Realistically, how much money for a team that's worth almost like 5 billion, 3, 4, 5 billion is it to like maintain a grass field?
Yeah.
Soccer does it. We're a bigger industry than a lot of these soccer leagues. They can do it. Why can't we?
Yeah.
It's such a simple
Yeah.
thing, and it's such a simple
Yeah.
change that needs to be done just for the
If you
safety
really
of the
think
players.
about it, even if it costs $1 million a year to maintain like a grass field, you're paying
That's
players
nothing.
like it's nothing. Even if it
That's
costs $1 million
It's
more
nothing.
than
It's
turf,
nothing.
it's nothing.
It's nothing.
One player gets injured over like 10 years, and you've like made up for like you've
Yeah.
lost it on like
Exactly.
the grass. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, while you're speaking on MetLife and injuries, we should also talk about Aaron Rodgers because we haven't.
Oh
discussed
yeah.
that, but that is a huge hit to the Jets. You know, Jets coming into the season were one of. We're a Super Bowl contending team. Everyone was riding their coattails. Everyone was thinking this team's going to be insane.
Supposedly.
Everyone was so excited to at least see what
Except
they were
me.
going to do.
I
Everyone
knew
wanted
what
to
was
see
gonna
what they
happen.
would do. Everyone.
No,
Oh,
you
knew
didn't,
Aaron
bro.
Rodgers-
Shut
You're telling
up,
me you
bro.
knew Aaron
Shut
Rodgers was going to
up,
come in here and
bro.
get injured.
No, what I'm saying
Wow,
is
Hrishi was really
what I'm
preying on his
saying is-
downfall.
Listen. I'm saying with or without Aaron Rodgers, I didn't think they were Super Bowl contending
Okay,
team.
whatever.
I've
But you can't.
Whatever, bro.
They had.
Just
They
stop
were.
with your Patriots.
They were a
bias.
big.
They were a
competitor.
great team.
Right.
Playoff contender for sure. But
Okay.
Super
Once
Bowl
you're in the
contender?
playoffs, you're not too far off from Super Bowl contender.
But we really
Once you
need
make
to
the
talk about
playoffs, it's
Zach
anybody's
Wilson.
game,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So with
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, though, like the NFL must be in tears after that, bro. They had so much riding on.
Dude,
the
it's part of the
Jets.
script, bro.
They
It's part
hyped
of the
them up
script.
so
They wrote it
much,
in.
Part
bro.
of the script.
They hyped them
Rodgers
up
just
so
doesn't want to
much,
play
bro.
anymore, bro.
Did the hard
it's
knocks
not.
on Jets?
He's gonna- dude,
Rodgers
he's
comes
gonna-
in
that-
injured
that-
after 4 plays, bro. Like,
Bro, that's gonna be the best story next year when he comes back and lights it up. I still believe in
If he
him.
comes
I
back.
still-
so the
It's
NFL
gonna be-
wrote it so that they gotta do a season 2.
Maybe
It's like
but
DeMar
my
Hamlin,
thing.
bro.
My thing is like
They
okay,
hyped
but DeMar
everyone up for
Hamlin's out.
Rodgers. Now they can hype
I
him
don't-
up
I
again.
don't- I don't know about that.
No,
Dude,
I
but
think
Zach
the thing with
Wilson's the
Aaron
problem,
Rodgers,
though.
Hrishi, you were literally. I was so pissed at your text today. You're like, oh, what do you think of Garrett Wilson now? Like, bro, it was based off of Aaron Rodgers staying healthy. Like, you're so like what? Like,
Look, bro.
Bro
I
just wants
have
to prove
hassle
me
you about
wrong,
that.
bro.
But dude, if you guys watched today's game against the Patriots, halfway through the game, what's his name? Zach Wilson was missing so many throws
so bad.
that they ran consecutively like 18 times. They did
no, I
not
feel
let him
bad
throw.
for-
They
At the
Dude.
end of the first half, they totaled -1 yards on the offense, bro.
I feel bad for Salah, honestly, because like they were all like banging on Rodgers being healthy. And Nathaniel Hackett had a complicated offense plan for Rodgers, and now he can't use that same offense on Wilson because he's not as good.
Yeah. No, but
And,
the
like,
thing
it's
They've
is,
just
also
a
had a
bad
really tough
situation.
schedule. They have had a
yeah,
really bad
yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
It's
Every-
also
every
not
team they play
entirely
has had a
Zach
stacked
Wilson's fault,
defense.
though. But it's not
Yeah.
entirely his fault. Like the Patriots secondary, if you watch, like I know I'm just accrediting my Patriots, but they actually locked
No,
the
they're-
Jets
they're
receivers
insane.
down
They're
like
insane.
fully. Like,
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez, wow, he is playing like, dude, I really want him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year because like, wow, he is playing absolutely insane. Prem, you can't even say anything because he's the 3rd highest rated corner
I
as
didn't
a
say
rookie.
anything.
As a rookie. I saw your smile last week. He had the highest.
He saw the
PFF
mic
rating
go
of
up a
all
little bit.
corners. like, like
That's
you
awesome.
can't-
Great.
You can't discredit
next
Gonzo,
team.
bro. But
There
wait,
was a
I feel
nickname for him too. That's crazy.
Gonzo, Garbanzo.
Gonzo.
It's Gonzo. It's Gonzo. Like, what can I say? I mean, like,
I will
Prem,
say,
you were
even
also hyped
after-
about him before the season.
Yeah, Nish, what's up?
When Rodgers left, even after he left, dude, that game was still hyped because of the way that it ended up. Going into overtime.
the punt return and
Dude,
OT.
the punt
was
return-
crazy.
punt return.
Like,
that was a sick
dude,
game. That was a sick game.
That might be
Yeah.
the only win they have this year, unless they play the Cardinals.
yeah,
So
but-
Cardinals beat the Cowboys.
Cardinals
by the
beat the
way. That's
Cowboys.
wild.
Cardinals beat the
Wild.
Cowboys.
and
Yeah.
it was, dude, it's all had to have been written to the script because the Jets were playing on 9/11, bro. Like all of this was written in. Like this, there was no way this was all written into the script.
I mean, dude, at this point,
Yeah.
we don't even know what the script is, bro. At this point, the Cardinals might win the entire thing.
I think
And-
the only person who knows the script is Arian Foster. Let's be honest, guys.
Wait, what?
Because he's the one who came up with the script theory
Oh,
in
really?
the
Yeah,
beginning.
they're,
he was the
they're
one.
trying to like throw us off the trail with these commercials where they're like,
It's
in
so
the script
funny.
or
It's
whatever,
actually
like,
so
They're trying
funny.
to throw us off. They're like, oh yeah, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. We see past it, man. We see past it.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like the NFL is scripted to an extent. Like realistically, like a
No,
lot of the
NBA
matchups
is
are scripted.
scripted. NBA, you know what? I saw this podcast with Gilbert Arenas and like Evan Turner, which is, I know he's an irrelevant player, but essentially he was saying how like
Bro, that was so
like,
unnecessary.
if it's the reason closeout games are so hard, or sorry, it was Andre Iguodala. He was saying why closeout games and playoffs are so hard is because the refs love calling it for the larger market teams. Like they would rather have like a Lakers like Celtics showdown than like a Lakers Sixers showdown, you know? So like that's why like a lot of the games, so like they have to like have a really long cushion, like 15 points, 10-15 point lead, so that refs don't rig the game, or they don't really have an influence over the outcome of the game.
The refs are my biggest problem with the entire game, with any game realistically. They hold too much power, especially when a game is like about to end. Like if the game is on the line and they're making like what's it called? Like bad calls, it can ruin the outcome of an entire game. And they've done it so many times, not only this week, but every single week. Like they hold way too much power on
But
like
but
how a game
what's
ends.
the
And I
better
really just,
option? Like, there's no better option than to have refs. You know, like refs. Like there is no better option.
I feel like active VR during those calls, are like the ability to challenge like a ref's call is like very crucial, because like yeah, so basically like yeah, refs are a big problem in the league and they handle a lot of the different outcomes. The league itself is just a mess right now. There's been just too many crazy things going on. And I'm really excited to see how everything turns out. Tomorrow's Monday night games also look good. Next week also looks super interesting. Patriots play the Cowboys. Just had to slip that in there real quick. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been such a great episode, full of so much havoc, and it's been so much fun. Remember, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out Famous Chili Pod on all platforms. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace out,
Peace.
guys.